What if I told you the fastest way to get rich is to make sure nobody knows you're getting rich? Sounds backwards, right? But here's what's really happening. While everyone's busy posting their wins, flexing their lifestyle, and making sure the world knows they're successful, there's a quiet group of people becoming actual millionaires in complete silence. No Instagram posts, no flexing, no designer logos, just wealth quietly stacking up while everyone else is distracted. And here's the crazy part. The moment people know you have money, your ability to be wild money gets destroyed. Every dollar becomes harder to keep. Every person around you changes. Every financial decision gets complicated. That's why the truly wealthy have mastered something most people never learn: how to get rich without anyone noticing. I'm about to break down the exact system they use. And if you're smart, you'll never tell anyone you watch this video. Readability build 045 to 115. My name is Ryan Carter, and I've spent the last decade helping people do something most financial advisors won't teach you. Get rich invisibly, not fake it till you make it rich. Not look successful on social media rich. Actually, quietly, dangerously wealthy, the kind where you can walk away from anything, anytime, and nobody saw it coming. I've watched hundreds of students go from living paycheck to paycheck to having 6 and 7 figures in assets, and their friends still think they're doing okay. That's the goal. That's the game. Because here's what I learned. The moment you announce you're building wealth, you've already lost. The truly powerful move in silence. So for the next 25 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to get rich without anyone noticing, and why that's the only way it actually works. Point 1. The invisibility advantage: why nobody knowing is your superpower. The two types of people. There are two types of people in this world: those who look rich, and those who are rich. And here's the brutal truth: they're almost never the same person. Asterisk, asterisk. Meet Marcus. Asterisk, asterisk. He looks like he's winning at life. $180,000 a year in tech. BMW in the driveway. Designer everything. Instagram feed that screams success. $1,100 per month on a BMW lease. Car he doesn't own. $850 per month on furniture financing. Chairs he's paying interest on. $4,200 per month mortgage on a house he can't afford. $400 month on subscriptions he forgot about. Credit cards he rotates like a shell game every Instagram post. Watches, restaurants. Living my best life. Every bank statement. $1,200 in checking. $47,000 in debt. Marcus isn't wealthy. Marcus is performing wealth. And he's one layoff away from losing everything he pretends to own. Asterisk, asterisk. This is what happens when people know you're successful. Asterisk, asterisk. You become trapped maintaining an image instead of building actual wealth. Hash, hash, hash. The Machiavellian truth. Here's what Machiavelli understood that Marcus doesn't. Appearances are weapons used against you. When you look rich, you become enslaved to maintaining that image. You can't downgrade. You can't admit struggle. You can't make the strategic moves that actually build wealth, because you're too busy performing wealth for an audience that doesn't care if you starve. Hash, hash, hash. The invisible millionaire. Now, let me show you how to actually get rich without anyone noticing. Asterisk, asterisk. Meet Jennifer. Asterisk, asterisk. Nobody knows she's a millionaire. Not her coworkers. Not her neighbors. Definitely not her Instagram followers. Because she doesn't have Instagram. Asterisk, asterisk. Here's her life. Asterisk, asterisk. 2014 Toyota Camry. Paid in cash. Nobody impressed. Target clothes. 0 logos. Nobody notices. $2.8 million in index funds and rental properties. Nobody knows. Never posts about money online, nobody asks. Never talks about investments at parties, nobody suspects. When people ask what she does, she says, I work in finance, and changes the subject. Asterisk, asterisk, Jennifer understands the first rule of getting rich without anyone noticing. Asterisk, asterisk. The moment people know you have resources, they start calculating how to extract them. Hash, hash, hash the brutal comparison, while Marcus is suffocating under $8,000 a month in payments and performance anxiety. Jennifer is acquiring another rental property, reinvesting dividends automatically, sleeping 8 hours every night, building generational wealth. Her grandchildren will benefit from Marcus. Has attention. Jennifer has freedom. One of them is winning. It's not the one with the BMO. Hash, hash, hash. Why employees never learn this? The system is designed to keep you visible and broke. Every commercial, every influencer, every movie tells you the same lie. Success looks like something you can photograph. Nobody teaches you that real wealth is invisible. The Rothschilds knew it. The Rockefellers perfected it. Every Asian dynasty that survived centuries mastered it. Show nothing. Own everything. That's the game Marcus doesn't even know he's playing. Point 2. The 3 dark reasons the rich hide their money. Listen carefully. The wealthy don't hide money out of modesty. They hide it out of strategic self-preservation. There are 3 reasons. Each one is darker than the last. Hash, hash, hash. Reason 1. The less you show, the less they ask the second people. Since you have resources, you stop being a person. You become an ATM with feelings. Asterisk, asterisk. Real example. Asterisk, asterisk. Guy in Texas wins $180 million lottery. Within 6 months, he receives 30,000 requests for money. 30,000. Cousins he's never met. Friends with urgent medical bills. Investment opportunities that are really just scams. This isn't an extreme case. This is what happens every time someone's wealth becomes visible. Your broke cousin who never calls? Suddenly there's a family emergency. Your friend who makes bad decisions? Suddenly, real friends help each other. The woman you dated once in college? Her kid needs surgery, and you were always so generous. Machiavelli warned about this. Men are always ready to believe what they wish, and they wish to extract from you what they lack themselves. That's why actual wealthy people see EO's old money families. Quiet millionaires, they all insist they're doing fine even when they own half the block. This isn't paranoia. This is pattern recognition. Hash, hash, hash. Reason 2. Real wealth buys freedom. Not flash. You don't grind to impress people at your high school reunion. You grind and never need anyone's permission again. Look at every person who actually made it. Jeff Bezos drove a Honda Accord when Amazon was worth billions. Mark Zuckerberg wears the same gray t-shirt. Ingvar Kamprad, IKEA founder, flew economy and bought used clothes. Were they cheap? No doubt they were free. Free from the pressure to signal. Free from the addiction to validation. Free from the performance that drains everyone else. Asterisk, asterisk. Here's the brutal truth. Asterisk, asterisk. If your lifestyle requires applause to feel meaningful, you're not wealthy. You're enslaved. Flash creates dependency. Silence creates power. Hash, hash, hash. Reason 3. It's safer to blend in. This one's dangerous. Why does Warren Buffett, worth over $100 billion, still live in the same modest Omaha house he bought decades ago? Safety. The moment people know you're wealthy, you become a target. Not metaphorically, literally. The IRS gets curious. Lawyers get attentive. Scammers sharpen their pitch. Friends expect you to pay. Family guilt trips you constantly. Strangers see you as an opportunity, asterisk, asterisk, in Machiavellian terms. You become a prize to be captured, exploited, or controlled. Asterisk old money families in Europe and Asia learned this the hard way. They lived in plain houses while controlling entire industries. They dressed simply while influencing governments behind closed doors. They understood. A visible king gets assassinated. An invisible king rules forever. Stealth wealth isn't just financial strategy. It's a survival mechanism. Point 3. The 5 brutal steps to practice stealth wealth. Now we get practical. No theory. No philosophy, just the actual battlefield tactics. Step 1. Ditch the flex mentality, the hardest step. Society programs you from birth to crave validation. The car that proves you're rising. The watch that makes you look important. The house that makes your parents proud. Machiavelli's warning. Men are driven by fear, especially the fear of appearing unsuccessful. But here's the dark reality. The people flexing the hardest usually have the least. Real wealth doesn't show itself. The richest person in your city probably looks the most ordinary. They're not wearing Gucci, they're buying apartment buildings. They're not flashing watches. They're accumulating dividend stocks. The moment you spend money to impress people, you lose the game. Step 2. Own more. Owe less. This is where wealth creation actually begins. Buy assets. Avoid debt that drains you. Keep your life small enough that your money has room to grow. Notice how the working class upgrades their lifestyle the moment they get a raise, but wealthy people stay flat while their assets rise. Ancient rule. Fortune grows when your obligations shrink. If you make 6 figures and still live paycheck to paycheck, you're not wealthy. You're trapped. Step 3. Keep your financial moves private. Let people underestimate you. It's one of the greatest psychological weapons you'll ever wield. Don't post your investments. Don't talk about your income. Don't brag about your wins. Don't hint at your net worth. Silence is an asset. The elite do this instinctively. Old money families never do interviews. They speak in generalities. They laugh off their wealth. They move like ghosts because the less people know, the more control you have. Step 4. Automate wealth. Ignore hype. Everyone's chasing the next crypto, the next hot stock, the next overnight opportunity. But stealth wealth doesn't chase. It accumulates slowly, predictably, relentlessly. Automatic investments into long-term assets. Automated retirement contributions. Automated savings. Automated real estate payments. The goal isn't excitement. It's inevitability. Get-rich-quick schemes are casinos for the desperate. Long-term wealth is a machine. It grows whether people notice or not. Step 5. Stay humble. Stay focused. This is where empires either rise or collapse. Lifestyle creep is the silent killer. Every raise becomes a new car. Every bonus becomes a new toy. Every financial improvement becomes a new liability. But wealthy people, they stay the same even when their income skyrockets. When they get a raise, they invest it. When they have extra cash, they buy assets. They let their money compound while their lifestyle stays simple. Real wealth is freedom, and freedom doesn't need to be advertised. Point 4. The dark psychology. How people exploit wealthy people. This is where stealth wealth stops being financial and becomes psychological armor. Once people believe you have money, they don't just see you differently, they treat you differently. The shift is subtle at first, then it becomes suffocating. The weapon. Guilt disguised as help. This is the number one way people exploit anyone getting financially ahead. It's not aggression. It's not threats. It's not force. It's guilt. Guilt bypasses logic and attacks identity. It convinces you that saying no makes you a bad person, even when yes destroys you. Hash hash hash. How it plays out. Your broke friend, who never saved a dollar, ask for a small loan they'll never repay. Your sibling makes a bad financial decision, and suddenly, family helps family, right? A cousin you haven't spoken to in years appears with a tragic story and a timeline so urgent it must be solved today. And the moment you set a boundary, asterisk asterisk, you're selfish. You're cold. You're acting different now that you have money. Asterisk asterisk hash hash hash. Machiavelli's warning. A ruler should avoid being too generous. Such generosity will not be appreciated, but rather expected. And once expected, it becomes impossible to satisfy. People don't remember the help you gave. They remember the help you refused. Hash hash hash. The brutal reality when people think you're average, you're left alone. When people think you're wealthy, you become the emergency fund for every irresponsible person in your orbit. Every mistake they make becomes your responsibility. Every crisis becomes your burden. Every desire they can't afford becomes your moral obligation. Asterisk. Asterisk. The entire emotional weight of their life sits on top of your wallet. Asterisk. Asterisk. Hash hash. Why old money stays quiet. The wealthiest dynasties in Europe and Asia figured this out centuries ago. Modest homes. Quiet neighborhoods. No logos, no displays. No bragging. They understood. Asterisk asterisk. A visible king is an easy target. An invisible king is untouchable. Asterisk asterisk. Point 5. The final mindset shift. Power without visibility. Let's zoom out. Most people will never understand this. They'll keep chasing visibility, chasing applause, flexing liabilities, worshiping brands that don't know they exist. They'll stay broke, exhausted, wondering why rich people don't help, more unaware that the quietest people in the room are usually the wealthiest ones. Hash hash hash. But you now know the truth. Real wealth isn't loud. It isn't flashy. It isn't posted online. Real wealth is freedom. Freedom from debt. Freedom from fear. Freedom from pressure. Freedom from other people's expectations. Real wealth is the ability to say no, to walk away, to live under the radar while everyone else burns out trying to be seen. Hash hash hash. The dark truth about visibility. The IRS gets curious. Lawyers get opportunistic. Scammers circle. Friends turn into unpaid advisors. Family members turn into negotiators. Asterisk asterisk. Stealth wealth removes you from the hunger of other people. Asterisk asterisk. Power without visibility. Wealth without vulnerability. Hash hash hash. Your next move. Stealth wealth is only the beginning. It's the foundation, the entry point, the first stage. If you stop here, you're missing the rest of the map, because there are deeper, low-key habits the rich use to quietly build generational wealth. Habits nobody talks about. Habits that operate below the surface, silently turning ordinary income into lifelong power. Asterisk asterisk. If you want to move past survival and into true financial dominance, you need the complete system. Asterisk asterisk. Drop stealth wealth in the comments if this clicked for you. Subscribe if you're serious about moving in. Silence while everyone else performs, because this is the only corner where we teach you to build power without ever needing to announce it. The wealthy stay invisible. And now, so will you. Asterisk asterisk. End screen. Link to next video on the 12 habits of generational wealth. You understand that real power doesn't announce itself. Real wealth doesn't need an audience. Real freedom comes from moving in silence while everyone else is busy performing. So here's what you do right now. 1. Subscribe to this channel if you want more brutal truth about money that nobody else will tell you. I break down wealth building strategies for people who are serious about actually getting rich, not just looking like it. 2. Drop invisible wealth in the comments if this clicked for you. It tells me you're part of the small percentage that gets it, and it helps this video reach other people who need to hear this. 3. Watch the next video. Click the link on screen. Learn the 12 habits. That's where the real transformation happens. Because here's the reality. A year from now, you'll either be in the same place you are right now, stressed, performing, chasing validation, or you'll be quietly wealthy, invisible, and free. The choice is yours. But whatever you choose, don't tell anyone. The wealthy move in silence. And now so will you.